Hello, beautiful ones. This is Dr. V. If you are new to this channel, I think it is a blessed day because you have just been guided to the most loving, supportive, and wonderful community on YouTube. We are a family here, and we are here to support each other on this journey to love and union with our twin flame, soulmate, immortal beloved. The labels don't matter at all. All that matters is how you feel and where you are headed, because it's about uniting with your beloved from stepping into the greatest version of yourself. Right? It's all about our own empowerment, upliftment, our own expansion. And from that place, truly savoring and enjoying this incredible connection that we feel with the person that we love. So we do use the terms masculine and feminine as our divine energies. There is no right or wrong answer here, so utilize everything as it works for you and leave the rest. So today we are going to be doing a reading that goes deep on the connection between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So let's start off with our first question for Spirit. So Spirit, can you please tell us, how is the divine masculine feeling about his feminine at this time? How is the divine masculine feeling about his feminine? Whoa, very interesting here. Ooh, I'm getting a certain type of very sensual energy. Wow. We're going to go deeper into that. Whoa. So how is the masculine coming into this reading feeling about his feminine? How is the masculine feeling about his feminine? So what I'm feeling here is that there has been some sort of a separation. Now, what I mean by that is that it doesn't have to be that you are completely out of contact. It could be that you have, minimal contact. You may have come to some sort of a place in your relationship where you needed some time or space away from each other. You've agreed to just kind of focus on yourselves and maybe kind of work out some of the things that you need to before you come back to each other. Or you may be in some sort of a situation where you have really felt that you've hit a wall. Like, you've come to a stalemate and there hasn't been much momentum or movement in the direction that you want to go. So there are a lot of different types of situations under this kind of overall umbrella of separation. But I feel like for some of you, this is the energy that you're in right now, and you're looking for a path, right? You're looking for a way back to each other that's going to work for both of you and that can really be long lasting and permanent, so you don't have to go into this situation again. So there's this energy coming from the masculine towards you, feminine, which is very much about feeling that distance, right? There is a definite nostalgia for what you had. There's a definite holding on to the beautiful memories. And I feel that the masculine is particularly coming out of any of the more difficult memories that he's had in terms of the times that you've shared, right? Like, sometimes we tend to focus on the negative versus the positive aspects of somebody, and sometimes we are open to focusing on the positive over the negative aspects of someone. So what I'm feeling here is that the masculine, he may have gone off into his own corner. That's what this Four of Pentacles is all about. He may have kind of been sulking, right? Pouting, kind of maybe making you feel guilty, making you feel like, you really hurt him, or you really misunderstood him, or, there's a definite kind of a little bit of a self-pitying, I'm gonna, hide away, I'm gonna hold myself back, I'm gonna, keep myself behind this veil of mystery, because then if I do that, then, she'll be fascinated. It's like, she'll be more curious about where I am and what I'm doing if I hold myself back here. But that's kind of a facade. And I feel like that's the same energy that's coming through here. There's a bit of this energy of him trying to be a tough guy, I'm not going to show her how weak and vulnerable I am, I'm not going to show her how much I want her, because, when I initially opened up these cards and put them here, I felt a very sensual energy coming from the masculine. Like, he misses you in all ways. It's like he misses you mentally, he misses you emotionally, he misses you spiritually. And I'm feeling that he also misses you very much physically, right? There's a desire in him to be with you again in every way. It's like there's a sensual desire. This Emperor's energy, I feel, is also coming towards you, feminine, as this Queen of Wands. It's like your masculine sees you as this bold, dynamic, incredible feminine who really has her shit together, like more so than he does, but he's trying to get there, right? And so there's something in him that looks up to you in a very sensual way. Like, there's a lot of desire. Okay, it's sensual, it's about pleasure, it's about mutual pleasure, it's also about satisfaction. But it's a satisfaction that comes from the combination of spirit, like your vibration, feminine, like how spirited you are, how enthusiastic you are, how bold and interesting and fascinating you are, how you're really this force of nature that cannot be contained, although he wants to contain you. It's like this, you spark in him this Emperor's energy of wanting to, I don't want to say take control, but almost wanting to tame this wild, beautiful energy. He wants to be able to experience your wild, beautiful energy, but in a good way. It's not about like wanting to control you or about wanting to negatively influence you. It's more about wanting to partake or wanting to experience all the aspects of your beauty, all of the pleasures of your body, your soul, your spirit. It's like he wants to lose himself in you. I think that, I don't know, it's just coming through so strongly today. It's coming through so beautifully. That's why you're having this Emperor's and Queen of Wands energy. It's like he wants to meet you where you are at that elevated level. And then he wants to be the man that you kind of give yourself to. It's, he wants to be that strong, brave, gorgeous, exciting, very much self-confident leader, ferocious. He wants to be that man that you happily give yourself to because you feel that he is your equal and you're meeting on equal and common ground. I just love it. Oh my gosh. It's a very feisty energy. Woo! Feeling frisky today. We are definitely feeling frisky today. So look at this. You were my best friend, and I cherished our friendship above all others. And so see, I feel that this is the bond, right? This is like, it starts off at this beautiful, deep friendship level for the two of you. And I feel like that is the strongest foundation that you can have, right? And from that, you build into this. right? This is the transition that he is making. And so for those of you who have been having your ups and downs and who have been in some form of separation or, not really in contact, then know that your masculine is very much replaying his memories of you. He is missing you. He is craving you. He's craving your presence in every way. He wants you back. And see, because he's been holding back, he now is ready to come to the edge. I actually love this card. It is so fitting for the masculine because it's all about courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming your fear, and taking the risk. Right? If you're going to step into the Emperor's energy, then you got to be willing to risk it all for your feminine. Like, you got to be able to throw caution to the wind and come to her with, with your open arms and open heart and offer yourself to her fully and take the risk that she will want you. And that is where I think that he is also feeling feminine. A lot of time pressure. I think that, again, in some of these situations, he may have felt that it's been a while, right? That he cannot risk losing any more time or he may lose you completely. So he is definitely feeling the pressure of time. He wants to rush towards you because, see, again, you are a Queen of Wands. You're a woman of the world. You're not going to wait around. A Queen of Wands doesn't wait for anybody. She's full of action and passion and excitement. And she's ready to go out there and make her mark. And he knows this. And so he is ready to take that leap. He's actually in a hurry to take that leap. And look at this last card, which I absolutely love, like a bird, right? He is focused. He is forward looking. He is looking at all of the possibilities that are here between the two of you. And he is looking to break free from any of the constraints that have caused you guys to be in some sort of a not getting along or some sort of a difficult and challenging mode. And he really wants to break free from that. He wants to get out of those challenging vibrations and really look forward to the possibilities that are there for the two of you to literally fly away together. I just love it. Highly motivated, right? This is a card also of deep motivation, which I also think is a lovely energy for the masculine to be in. Wow, what an amazing, great start to this reading. Okay, so if that is the case, Spirit, can you please tell us, what is it that the masculine needs to better understand about his feminine? What can he do to approach her in a better way? What does he need to understand that maybe he's not seeing about his feminine? Wow. Oh. What does the masculine, oh my gosh, need to better understand about his feminine? Oh, wow. These are very strong and dynamic energies. What does the masculine need to better understand about his feminine? Lovely. What does the masculine need to better understand about his feminine? Wow, this is such a clear message, wow, of what the masculine needs to better understand about his feminine is, look, see, the feminine loves her masculine. This is number one, okay? She is fully devoted to him. She is open with her heart and she's very clear. Okay, the feminine has a lot of clarity about who she is and who her masculine is to her. Like, she oftentimes has much more clarity about this situation, who they are to each other, and what this connection really means. Oftentimes she feels that she understands this better than the masculine does. And sometimes when the emotions can run high, right? When you have such a strong and deep connection, it can trigger a lot of emotions, right? Whether it's a twin flame connection or a soulmate connection or immortal beloved, it doesn't really matter. The human heart is the human heart. And when we are deeply connected with someone who is our romantic partner, it is very easy to become very heightened in our responses, more so than we would be with other people in our life, right? Because it's our life partner, our love connection that has the capacity to really hurt us a lot more than other people do, right? Hurt us through their behavior, actions, words, all of those things. And so the feminine really tends to have a bit more clarity about how this goes, and she seems to be much more grounded. And so the masculine needs to understand that, see it, and appreciate how grounded she is, because she's literally, I love this, she's literally the queen bee. This is how she sees herself. The feminine really sees herself as a mature, grounded, dynamic woman who has a lot going on. She literally is the queen bee, the star of her life. And she has a lot of big goals and dreams that not only have to do with the love of her life, which is her masculine, but also other aspects of her life. So she has some really great adventures ahead of her, things that she wants to accomplish, things that she wants to experience and enjoy with her masculine, right? And so she's very excited to do this, and she's so ready. And yet what she feels that her masculine doesn't understand is that sometimes he gets too much into this devil's energy. And what I mean by this is really the devil's energy is definitely a scale, right? It's like a sliding scale of negativity. So it's a continuum, right? So on one end of it, on the milder end, you have, all of the negative tendencies, addictions to certain things like, getting mad, getting triggered, behaving in ways that are hurtful to other people. And then on the more extreme level of the scale, you have things where people are truly addicted to things like substances and, gambling and alcohol. And I feel this very deeply because it's so interesting how we got this runner and go the distance. So I believe what the masculine really needs to understand about the feminine is that she gets frustrated by the ways in which he is triggered. So I feel like this is where the feminine feels that the masculine tends to run. He tends to run from his emotions. He tends to run when the emotions get to be too strong, or there are too many pressures on him, or when he feels that he's being pressured, not by his feminine, but just by forces in his life, right? He tends to want to run, and she doesn't like that. He needs to understand that if he wants to value her, if he wants her to be this queen of wands of his life, if he wants to be the emperor in her life, the man that she truly adores and respects, that he has to stop doing this. Because I'm feeling very deeply that feminines, you may not say this because you tend to be very nice and caring, many of you, but when your masculine behaves like this, you lose respect for him. Right? You get to a point where you're like, well, you know what? He really isn't the emperor of my life, because at this point, I don't even respect his actions. I don't respect the way he behaves. He doesn't understand or refuses to understand that this connection is not about running. It's about going the distance. That's why I love this. And I thank you, Spirit. Look at this. Look at the beauty of this dichotomy or this contrasting energy here. The masculine needs to understand that he has to show his feminine that he's not a runner. He's not going to run away. He's going to go the distance for her. He's running to her, not away from her. And so that is where he needs to do things differently. He needs to think of this in a new way. Ace of Swords. That's what he needs to understand about his feminine, that she wants him to look at his tendencies to be emotionally triggered or to get angry or to run. He needs to reset that tendency. He needs to modify that if he wants to go the distance with her and be her emperor. And so this is where it's like he needs to find, if he is struggling, because he needs to find the path out of that devil's energy. Because what's going to happen is that if he doesn't, then he's going to remain here feeling blocked, restrained, right? Feeling like he doesn't have a choice. It's a trigger. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. The devil's energy is behaving without understanding, right? It's without seeing the consequences of your actions. It's knee-jerk responses, responses that you feel are beyond your control. And that is why the devil's energy is controlling that, where you're not in control anymore. So this is what the bottom line is with the feminine. Okay, she wants you to understand, masculine, that you need to make a better choice. You need to do things differently. You need to find your path to making this a real relationship, going the distance, doing things in a new way. Wow, that is a very powerful message. Let's go ahead and pause here for a moment so we can do our affirmation of the day. So today's affirmation is all about being in the receptive mode. It's so important, right? If we drop our resistance, if we don't deny ourselves life's gifts, all of the blessings that are coming to us, only then will we have the power to receive all of the amazing things that the universe and spirit is sending us. So I want you to write in the comment box today and put it in your vibration. I'm ready to receive. I am so ready with open arms and open hands to receive all of the blessings that are coming to you. Make sure you write that in the box and live it today and every day. Now, moving on with our reading. So, Spirit, please tell us, what does the feminine need to understand about her masculine at this time? What does the feminine need to understand about her masculine at this time? Whoa, beautiful. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this incredible combination. Oh, just lovely. What does the feminine, need to understand about her masculine at this time? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, why are they all falling here? Incredible. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at this. I mean, I can't see how things can be any clearer than this. We're getting the time pressure again. You know, I'm really feeling that these masculines that we are connecting with at this time, they are really, really in a rush. As in, they are ready. They don't want to waste any more time. I mean, look at these. These are all cards of marriage. 4 of Wands, marriage, 10 of Cups. I mean, these are cards of true commitment, being ready to finally live your best life with the person that you love. Oh my gosh, look at this. 10 of Cups. He wants emotional fulfillment with you, feminine. He wants it all. He wants the full life with you. 4 of Wands. He wants to celebrate a wedding, a marriage with you. He is ready, look at this, to offer you everything as your emperor. I feel like this is very much in alignment with the emperor's energy that he had in the beginning. And look at this. See? It's like he's trying to get through to you. Can you hear me? And you can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present. So I think there is some sort of a lingering, heavier energy here. See, the foundational energy is all about moving forward, which is wonderful. This is all about moving forward and celebrating something that you have been waiting for, something that you have been building up to, something that you feel the time has finally come for. It is so amazing. I love this. This is the energy of the future. Now, this is the energy of trying to, I believe, coming from the masculine, that he wants you to understand, right? Because the question was, how can the feminine better understand the masculine? So this, I think, is the part where it's like he wants you to understand, feminine, that he has a lot on his plate. That, you know, there are things in his life that are certainly burdening him. So as much as he wants this, and as much as he is very focused on achieving this with you, like he is very focused on making this happen, he doesn't want to settle for less, because he feels that he has paid his dues. See, he also wants you to focus on the present moment. You can't go back to yesterday. So there's something here again. And we had this about, remember when the memories card came up, right? There is definitely something here about lingering energies from the past. And I think it has to do with a bit about his own fears, that he's afraid that you may still be holding on to some negative energies from the past. You may have this disrespect. Remember, this is coming up again. We had this feeling that there was something in the way that he behaved, or things that happened in the past, or things that he said, or the ways in which he was triggered, feminine, that made you not respect him in some way. And I think he feels that, and it has to do with those past memories. And so there's something in him that wants you to forgive that, or like overlook that in some way, be able to put it behind you, not go back to those heavier memories, those heavier vibrations that you had together, and be more in the present. Because he feels that if you both can focus on the present, then he can make things better. He can make things happen. But you know how sometimes when, you know, we feel there's so many times, and I feel like this is very much part of human nature. There are a lot of times in relationships where we feel that we have moved on, where we feel very positive. We're ready to celebrate. We're ready to come together. It's like forgive and forget. But then what happens is that something happens, right? Because we're all human, that triggers a particular memory. And that memory kind of takes you back to that moment again where he disappointed you, or she disappointed you, or he hurt you, or he said things, or he did things that you felt were just so wrong, right? From your perspective, where you're just like, this is so wrong. No. Nobody, no man has the right to speak to me this way, or to act this way towards me, right? There's always going to be those kind of moments in every relationship. Or no woman has the right to act this way towards me, or say these kind of things. Sometimes we say things that we really regret, right? In the heat of the moment. And so sometimes that serves as a block. and it can come up, it can rear its ugly head at any time. And so I'm feeling from the masculine that that's what he wants you to understand, feminine, is that he's afraid of this. He doesn't want to do anything that's going to trigger your memories of the ways in which he may have hurt your feelings in the past. And so, and vice versa, in the ways that you may have hurt his feelings as well. And so he really wants you guys to live in the present moment. He wants to be focused on now so that you can build towards a more positive future. And he also wants you to realize that he wants you to listen to him more. And I feel that this is coming from the masculine in terms of him feeling that in certain situations that maybe he wasn't heard by you properly. Maybe you didn't listen deeply enough. Maybe you made some assumptions about him. Maybe you jumped to some conclusions that were not true, and he felt that it was unfair. Right? Not that everything was unfair, but that certain things that happened were unfair because you didn't listen to him properly, because you maybe thought the worst of him when it wasn't that way. And so he wants you to understand that he wants you to listen more to him, in the same way that he will listen to you as well, that it should be mutual, that you should both very much listen to each other deeply so that you fully understand what the other is saying. And so he also wants you to know that he doesn't want to settle for less with you, and that he doesn't want to get to a point, because that's what triggers him, right? That's what makes him run, is when he feels overburdened or overpressured with this Ten of Wands energy, when he feels like there's just so much pressure on him to act a certain way or to come through in a certain way, or, you know, like in all aspects of his life, just not just from you, but from all aspects, that sometimes he has a hard time dealing with that pressure, and he's prone to just wanting to run. Again, it's that runaway energy, right? Drop all these 10 wands and, you know, run. And he doesn't want to settle for those kind of energies when it comes to you. He really wants to build this incredible, beautiful future with you, right? And so that is why, again, this time thing, right? Focusing on the present and the future, and to really move forward. He's in a hurry to do so. He doesn't want to waste any more time. Wow. I love this. I just love this. So remember, this is a general reading. So, you know, take the messages as they come and utilize what works for you. And if you'd like to have specific guidance on your situation, that's what a personal reading is for between the two of us. And the link for that is in the box below. So let's get some advice from Spirit here as we move forward in this amazing, fast-moving, very sensual energy where the Emperor is looking to be united or reunited with his beautiful Queen of Wands. Ooh, he wants you so much. He wants you so badly. Ooh, the desire is there. What is Spirit saying about this desire? Oh my. True love. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. Oh, this is so lovely. So this is all about standing on your 2 feet, believing in yourself, and deepening your intimacy. Isn't that, wow, what full circle is that? Because this reading was really about intimacy between you and your masculine or feminine at every level, right? Spiritual intimacy, emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, all the ways in which two can become one. Love it. So I hope that you've loved this reading. Make sure you leave me a comment. And of course, if you would like a personal reading, the link is in the box below, as well as the link to the oracle decks that I have created, especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. So you know how much I love you, how much I believe in you guys. You're the best. I will see you all on the next video.